What's going on, folks? PokeDGen here. Today we're going to be going over booster boxes that you should be picking up in the new year 2024. So obviously the thumbnail kind of gave it away, but first up I have the Lost Origin booster box. So around 18 months old right now, coming up on 2 years. Now folks, I love this set because the top 2 cards are just flat out amazing. Very hard to pull these cards. We have to talk about this Giratina V alt art. This card is going for 2 times the booster box, okay? It's $260 right now, near mint, raw. And the booster box is selling for around $130 to $135 a box right now. There just is no other value in the Sword and Shield era like this, okay? You cannot get another booster box in this era right now where the top card is still double the price of the booster box. Amazing value right here. Even the Moonbreon is going for around $400, $500, the cost of a booster box. The Blaziken going for about $160 near mint. It's the cost of the booster box. Even the Lugia is around the cost of the Silver Tempest booster box, but no other set offers you some value like this where you can pick up the top card at double the price of the box, folks. And I know I just repeated that like 2 or 3 times, but just very important to take that in. We also have to mention that there's less than 50 sellers of this booster box on TCG Player. So we can already see the effect of this set being 18 months old, creeping on 2 years old. Less than 50 sellers. That's exactly what we want to see. We see the supply drying up and we still see some amazing value. This booster box is just a play all day, and in my opinion going to do phenomenally as another year to 2 to 3 pass on. And I'd even speak on the amazing trainer gallery cards. We also have some very other respectable alternate arts other than the top 2. So yeah folks, Lost Origin at 130, 135, super slept on right now. I have the 1 year chart pulled up for this booster box on TCG Player. We can see that before this set got a little restock, it was heading towards $200 a box. And then we got a small restock and it's bottomed out at around 130. So like I said, because of that dip, we're just getting phenomenal value. Even at 170, the Giratina would be 50 to 60% higher than the price of a box. Just some of the best value in the Sword and Shield era still right here. If you guys appreciate content like this, go on and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Next, we have the Brilliant Stars booster box. Just another amazing Sword and Shield era set. On the very high end, this set doesn't really stack up with Lost Origin. There is no $300 card. It doesn't really match up with an Evolving Skies, you know, a $400 Moonbreon. But all around, pound for pound, besides Evolving Skies, of course, this is probably the second best set. We have an amazing Charizard alternate art at the very top, going for about 80% of the price of a booster box. So it's not quite that 2x multiple that we do get on the Lost Origin booster box compared to its highest value card. But still 80% of value of the entire box in one card, still not too shabby. Next month it will be 2 years old. So those years are just starting to fly by on some of these older booster boxes. I've been slowly buying like one of these every few months or so. I've been getting mostly Lost Origin, but since Chilling Reign sold out, like I said, I think this is the second best option. If this was 130 and Lost Origin was 130, I'd probably be going half and half. But this is a little bit more expensive. You're going to pay about $155 shipped on Pokemon Center's website, which I like to just grab from there while they're still available. Not sure how much longer that will be. Chilling Reign is 6 months older than Brilliant Stars, and it's been sold out on Pokemon Center for probably upwards of 6 months, if not very close to 6 months. I have to imagine that this set right here is going to be sold out pretty soon on Pokemon Center. And once that supply dries up on the actual Pokemon Center website, we're really going to start pushing 200 a box. We're already at 160. Now I do have to mention Fusion Strike. Actually a very slept on set. I know it's risen to about 155 a box now, but when we look at the top of this set, we have so many amazing alternate arts, some very high-end alternate arts on some amazing Pokemon. Gengar, Mew, Genesect, Celebi. We just have some amazing Pokemon tucked away on some beautiful cards that are just going to appreciate extremely well in my opinion as the years go on by. In about another 9-10 months, Fusion Strike will be turning 3 years old at the end of 2024. So these Sword and Shield sets are still starting to push towards that 5-year-old mark. We're getting over halfway there, and we can still pick them up at 130 a box for Lost Origin shipped, 155 a box for Brilliant Stars, and Fusion Strike is available on Pokemon Center, so that's also going to be 155 shipped. So honestly, some very decent prices, especially since we're about to hit the halfway mark of being 5 years old for many of these sets. All these sets really just have a bunch of key things that you're going to want in the future when you try to sell these booster boxes at a higher dollar amount. You know, for the collectors and the pack rippers, we just have some amazing cards. We have a first ever Charizard alternate art. We have some very amazing Mew alternate arts. We have the Moonbreon, really a one of a kind card. So like I said, just a lot of really key selling points that you're gonna need around your set in the future when you're trying to liquidate it and get your money back. I sort of look at it like the Flashfire set had some amazing Charizard cards, and that's how I kind of relate my Giratina, for example, or the Aerodactyl. Obviously, they don't hit as hard as those Charizard cards, so Lost Origin isn't going to be the Flashfire set, obviously. That's going to be Evolving Skies. But there also has to be an Ancient Origins and a Phantom Forces. So really, I'm trying to choose those sets with those amazing hits that are going to appreciate over time, because that's really where I'm going to see my booster box value start to go crazy if I have a very rare card in there, like the Silver Dialga, like something like that. All three of these sets I talked about today have something like that Silver Dialga that's gonna stand the test of time, where a collector or a ripper will pay that large money to pick it up from you. So pretty short video. The Sword and Shield era is still priority right now. Scarlet and Violet, there's a ton of product. The demand is not insane anymore, besides 151. So that time frame to pick up Scarlet and Violet product at very good prices is still going to be open for a while. But anyways, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend and take care.